the last couple of years, I started to like really slow down and look at my life where I'm at, right? Because I think like most guys, right? Most guys feel this internal pressure on themselves. Fathers, adult men that are trying to build a family, whatever. You feel this internal pressure that I think most of us put on ourselves. And it stems from, I'm not far enough. You look at
Oh, whoopsie. I did.
or puss or mediocre.
Hey there.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? Episode 44.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Episode 44.
44, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We fucking love you guys. Thanks for joining us. KLYB. Make sure you tip your bartenders on your way out. On your way in.
Whoop.
Wrong one. You're an idiot.
I don't know some of these other ones. We don't use them enough.
There's so many buttons to push.
So many buttons.
Pushing buttons. Let's start the show off like we did last episode. First thing I want to talk about is our fucking logos.
Logos.
Thank you, Laura Jane. If you guys like our artwork, our logos, if you like what we've done as far as graphics and design work, go ahead. Get into our, what is it? The description.
Description on the video, the YouTube video.
Follow the link. There is one for Laura Jane. Reach
Jane.
out to her. She does fucking phenomenal work.
Yep. If you want something for your business, if you're a streamer, whatever, she can hook you up with a super professional fucking logo. And
Yeah.
she can hook you up with banners for like your YouTube page, Facebook page,
Yes.
all that stuff.
Super easy to work with.
Yep.
Fantastic. I know her personally.
You know her personally.
Super fantastic experience working with her. She
hooked us up.
takes the hard part out of the whole process.
Yeah.
Check her out, Laura Jane. Also, next move.
I
I got to talk about my big Deborah hat again.
Rusty lids.
Fucking Rusty Lids. They are the shit. For all of you that have watched our episodes and you're like, hey, where do I get that big Deborah hat? rustylids.com.
Yeah.
Go check them out. They have numerous amounts of patches, hats, different designs, different logo formats.
Yeah. My personal favorite, Morton Salt Girl. Don't be a salty bitch.
They have anything you could ever want for all genres of humor.
Genres.
If you want to laugh, you want to wear a hat that's going to make people laugh, go check them out. They
If you
got
want to
some
offend
good
some
shit.
people, you might find a hat that will offend somebody.
Absolutely. Which I don't like people's feelings getting hurt. Just kidding. Yes, I do. Fuck your feelings. Go check them out, rustylids.com. They got everything that you want. When you check out, make sure that you use promo code LOVE the letter U.
Love you.
The letter U. Use that. Get yourself a KLYB discount. Make sure you tip those guys because they fucking are awesome.
They put in the work.
They put in the work.
To get you a sweet fucking hat.
Yep. If you see something that says out of stock, don't be scared. It only takes a few days and that hat combo is back on the market.
Yep.
They got stuff coming in every day.
Did you
Check
hit?
them out. Make sure you tip them.
Any questions on patches or hats, send them a message. They'll hit you right back.
Yeah.
I did the exact same thing.
Or send us a message. We'll help you out too. Check them out, rustylids.com. Make sure you use promo code LOVE the letter U. Love you.
Yes.
Brandon.
Colby.
Speaking of love you, buddy.
Hey, love you too.
How you been?
Fantastic.
Fantasia.
Yeah,
Speaking of Fantasia, wow, that is weird. I just thought of, have you seen the movie
Fantasia?
The Never-Ending Book or Never-Ending Story?
The Never-Ending Book. Why did that come out of your mouth?
Dude, because you know how I am. Don't fucking
I
trip.
know.
Don't trip like that.
Don't. Okay.
Are you fucking high?
Yes, I've seen Neverending Story.
I said the words Fantasia and I thought of the Never Ending Story. God, that's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, it is good. It's old.
It is.
I haven't
old.
watched it since I was a kid, though. I should probably watch it again.
When he's like fucking got the blanket and he's reading the book in the attic and like he's getting into it and the fucking wind's blowing, the windows pop open. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no! What's gonna happen? Oh no!
Such a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
You guys should check that movie out if you haven't seen it. Especially if you're under the age of probably what? 25. If you're under the age of 25, you probably haven't seen the Neverending Story. You should check it out.
Probably, yeah. Well,
But, you know,
maybe.
hey, any of you dads out there have a movie that you love from your childhood and you take your kids to go see them or you rent them at home to have your kids watch them and you're all fucking amped up like, yeah, you guys are going to fucking love this. This is the greatest movie ever. In the whole movie, they won't even pay attention. Dude, I don't care what happens in your life. That right there is one of the biggest heartbreaks a dad can go through.
That's a pretty big heartbreak, yeah.
Like the original Lion King, right? Fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
Love that fucking movie. And the first time I showed it to my kids, they wanted nothing to do with it.
Oh, sure.
I'm like, it's a fucking cartoon. And they're like, oh, the cinema quality is terrible. I don't want to watch this.
This animation is awful.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Little
Took them
kids.
to the new one that was more like real life, the new Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah, of course.
Same story, same storyline, animated in modern graphical
CG and stuff.
CG did
Yeah.
30 fucking whatever words you want to put together because you're an IT nerd. I don't care. Every dad can relate to like the movie thing.
Yeah, I've had like pretty good luck with the girls for the most part. Like I'm pretty sure they've been pretty down with all the Disney cartoons and stuff, but they also love like Ace Ventura and The Mask, which is fucking great because I fucking love those.
Oh yeah,
Old Jim Carrey is like the best, and they fucking love it.
I hyped my kids up so hard on the new Avatar. Right? It was coming out, set to release. I hyped them up like, we're going to Avatar. We're going to Avatar. And like, they were all about it. Like, they used to watch the first one as like little kids. And they were like, yeah, Avatar. Like, fucking going nuts. We get there. I get them each their own like popcorn candy pop combo. They're all fucking hyped up. We got these lazy boy recliners in the movie theater ready to go. 13 minutes in the movie, they're both sleeping.
Oh, really? Wasn't it like a 3-hour long movie too or something?
The whole fucking thing. I think Ruby woke up like halfway through and was like, Dad, I have to go to the bathroom. Took her to the bathroom, come back. Corbin's still sleeping. Ruby lays up. She kicks back again. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. I did have that kind of experience with Bailey. I took her to see Star Wars one time.
$100 later.
She did not. She was not. She was all over the place. I was like, fuck, this is the last time I take you to a fucking movie that I really want to watch.
Didn't want nothing to do with fucking Star Wars.
No. But she likes Star Wars. Like, I thought, you know, I love Star Wars, and it hurts deep inside.
I'm not a guy that has seen all the Star Warses, so I don't know.
It makes me sad.
Dude, I remember when episode 1 came out, and I remember PlayStation 1. They came out with the episode 1.
The start of the game?
Star Wars game?
Yeah, I used to play the shit out of that too.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And that was cool as shit. But, I mean, dude, episode 1 unveiling when I was a kid, that was like a big deal. Mm-hmm. All the rest of them, I don't remember them coming out. But I never saw any of the originals, so I was...
What?
Dude...
Still, like to this day, haven't seen any of the originals?
Literally, if you sat me down and started me off with like the original Star Wars, excuse me.
Jesus. Yeah?
If you started me off with the first Star Wars that came out, I could watch literally 3 to 4 Star Warses before I even was like, oh, hey, that's Darth Maul. Like, I wouldn't know anything.
What?
Dude.
We're going to have a day where we just fucking sit there and watch all the Star Wars.
You know what we should do?
the marathon.
We should sit out here in the shop one day this winter when we have nothing else to do. And we'll sit right here. We'll get drunk and we'll just put fucking the first Star Wars on, the old one.
The original?
The original Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Which is so weird. How did they decide to start with episode 4?
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly.
How did they decide to do that?
I don't know. That's weird. It is weird. There's probably a reason for it or whatever, but I don't know it. I don't know what made me think of this, but back when when COVID started and everything, everybody was all about the masks and stuff. And I saw the craziest, I don't know what this lady was thinking. Like if she thought that this was like a good idea or she was just didn't care about the mask thing. And so she just put some on. But you know, those like pipe cleaners, right? Like the little fuzzy things that you can fucking fold up stuff. So she took a paper towel and she put pipe cleaners through it and then like hooked it around her ears. And then so the paper towel was like her.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not even fucking bullshitting. I really wish I would have thought. I was just so dumbfounded. I wish I would have taken a picture. Get something a little more serious than I came paper towel.
So I'm literally
with pipe cleaners. None of it made sense because I remember one time we walked into a restaurant and we had to have our masks on going in, right? Mm-hmm. We had our masks on, whatever, and they took us to our table and it was really like 5 feet away from where we were walking in.
You were telling me about this.
Once we got to our table, mask could come off.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is that gonna like that we're right here by the door.
But your 5 foot walking distance was
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. There's no fucking reason for us to even wear these fucking things. Or another time, actually it was the first date I ever had with Ashley. Mm-hmm. We went to this bar. It was like middle COVID just kicked off, whatever. And we had to wear a mask, like went up to the bar and all this stuff, right? And the bartender was like manhandling, like they do like the limes and everything, put the limes in the beer and shit, and like with their hands, like, why am I fucking wearing a mask? You guys are manhandling the fucking limes that are going into my fucking mouth, pretty much. Yeah. There's no fucking reason for me to have a mask on right now. Didn't make any fucking sense.
You know, I also told a friend of mine one time, right? He was like, well, I don't know if the wife's going to let me buy a Harley. And I said, you know what you do? You go to the fucking Harley store, you buy the fucking Harley, you drive home, and when she goes, what's this? You go, my new bike. He did it. I don't think it turned out all that great for him.
He has the bike, though.
He has the bike. He has the bike. I mean, my advice is never always that great. But you have to remember, right? My advice is what gets most men divorced. And that's why we give so much praise to my wife for putting up with the shit she has put up with. She knows how I am. She loves me for who I am. And most of the time, our arguments are because I am who I am. and I just want to say I appreciate the ever-living shit out of my wife.
Appreciate the shit out of her.
I love my wife to death. I appreciate everything she's ever said, done, did, good, bad. You told me do things and I done running. Let me put it this way. This is a simple way to say it, right? If tomorrow my wife left me and I had to start over with somebody new, I bet it would take me to retirement to find a woman that would put up with my shit. And even then, she would only put up with me because she's getting to the age where she has no other choice. She has to be with somebody if she doesn't want to be lonely.
Either that or she'll just be some old crotchety woman that just fucking fits the bill right there.
Yeah, that's it.
You guys just be like a Bob and a Martha. And just fucking hating each other.
She was a barfly for 50 years until they finally kicked her out. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I am one of the most blessed men when it comes to the wife I have.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that. My wife's probably listening to this going, oh, bullshit. Just because I don't show every single day that I appreciate you doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. I understand that I'm a hard motherfucker to love. And I really do analyze that, and I don't overlook the fact that my wife deals with a fucking
infant.
I don't even know the word.
Infant. That's basically what you are.
Dude, I love
a
it.
man's
I love
body
it,
with
man.
an infant penis.
Here's the best part, right? We're getting to that. No, I got it. We're getting to that age too, where it's like we've been married long enough that we both kind of know when to just not give a shit about something, right? The shit that bothers you, where like year one of your marriage, you're fucking in a knockout drag out because somebody left unfolded clothes in a basket somewhere. You know, the bullshit that every young married couple.
Towels ain't lined right.
We're at that age where like we're like that turning point where it's like, if we fight about that, everything's fucked for a while. If we don't fight about it, we can go sit by a fire and have drinks and have a nice night. And we're at that age where we're figuring out it's like, fucking let that go. And it's getting super nice because now she's not kind of like trying to call me out on my shit as much.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, she would call me out on my shit, and me being me, I'd be like, fucking knock it off, leave me alone, let me live my fucking life, blah, 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 blah.
Bob, you left your dishes in the sink again. Shut the fuck up, Martha.
It's one of them flaming bags of poop again.
It's one of those flaming bags. Don't put it out with your boots.
Don't put it out with your boots, Ted. Don't tell me my business, devil woman.
Devil woman.
Call the fire department. This one's out of control.
What is that?
That's fucking Billy Madison, man.
Billy Madison. That's right. Yeah,
dude. That's me and Jaden to a T. Like,
yeah,
like the Starlink thing I talked about last episode. Get the fuck out here. Call 911. She's like, what the fuck are you freaking out about? No, it's not aliens. It's fucking aliens.
Starlink, you idiot.
It's Starlink, you idiot.
God damn it, Bob.
Don't fucking tell me what it is. Call 911. Like,
you don't know what that is, devil woman.
Dude, we're getting to a fun age too with our kids because it's like a couple more years, right? So we had kids young. Okay, I shouldn't say young, like we know, because there's people that have kids at like 17, 18 years old and like,
or younger, even.
Or younger.
Yeah.
But as far as it goes, like the progression of like meet somebody, date them, marry them, have kids, we were pretty young. Like our first kid, I think Corbin was, I think I was 23.
Mm-hmm.
No.
24.
No, I was 22.
I don't know.
Something like that. 21, 22, somewhere there. Anyway, I mean, I'm going to be 43 years old when both kids are 18 years old. And everyone's like, no, don't get excited. You're not done raising kids. And I go, bullshit. I know all of you guys are suckers and you want to coddle your kids through fucking college and shit. Not me. My kids are going to know. I will make sure that you don't starve while you're in college. Mm-hmm. And I'll make sure that you don't die because you didn't have money to pay for something you need to live, like survive. But outside of that, you're figuring it out. Why? Because it's going to make you a better goddamn person in the end.
Yeah.
If you have to struggle and figure it out, you are going to be a better person. I'm not coddling my kids through college. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dad, my gas tank's empty. Well, you drove from here to bumfuck Egypt and back all weekend carrying your friends around. Sorry.
Yeah.
Make better choices.
Sucks to suck, nerd.
Sucks to suck. You're walking to fucking class. I'm not playing that bullshit.
No.
I didn't. Did you?
No.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. Don't fucking coddle your goddamn kids.
Quit coddling the kids.
They're way stronger and more resilient than you think. And when you coddle them, they become nobodies. They become insurance salesmen or realtors, and they're half-assed performers at best.
Oh.
Right? Exactly.
For sure.
They might even become podcasters or some bullshit.
Some stupid, yeah.
Fucking something stupid.
Some realistic job.
Some dream they had that they're following that they're never going to make.
It's going to be nobodies forever.
Just fucking nobodies.
Talking to nobody.
You know, at the end of the day, at least when we're sitting here talking, we're talking to each other.
That's all that matters, man.
At least we're not streamers where we're just talking to nobody but ourselves.
Oh, God, yeah. Tell you what.
Tell you what. All right, we're getting ready to start our live here. It looks like we got two people. Two people are joining us
one
tonight.
of them's me.
One of them's me on my other account. Perfect. Let's get going here.
Oh, that's a hard thing to start.
Oh, dude, I bet. There's nothing worse than like going after something. I mean, so realistically, everything that you aspire to do or be, the end all be all to everything, right? Is patience, time,
Yeah.
persistence, and work. Those are like the ground rules to building any business, any company, being good at anything that you ever want to do. Those are the ground rules for everything. You have to be patient because nothing comes quick. You know, you have to be persistent because if you're not, then you lose what you've gained. You have to be fucking, what the fuck is the other one I was going to say?
I don't know.
Well, anyway.
Well, it's like,
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, like, you have to put the fucking work in.
yeah.
When everybody else is having fun, you have to be fucking
Sometimes
working.
you got to take risks too. I think it was Jim Carrey who was talking about his dad. His dad was like super funny, you know, and wanted to be a comedian, but he couldn't be a comedian because he had this cushy job, you know, with security and all this stuff. And then eventually I think he got fired from that job anyway. And he could have taken that risk and become a comedian and been super successful and stuff, but he didn't. He stuck with that cushy, comfortable job where job security, and then he got fired from it anyways. Like sometimes you got to take a risk to do something.
You know, there's been a couple times in my life where I've been in the situation where all it would have took is that just leap of faith.
Mm-hmm.
That, okay, I'm good, I'm comfortable, I'm here. All I need to do is just go.
Mm-hmm.
And it could have turned into something huge.
Yeah.
There's been like twice in my life where I had the opportunity, but I had to assess where I'm at in life. I have kids, I have a wife, I have a household. This is what I need every month. If I take this jump now, we're going to have to pinch pennies, but it could potentially be huge. You know, when I first moved back from the service, right, we had Corbin. We were living in a little cabin next to my parents. And, you know, my dad and I were talking about, you know, fuck, if you ramped up a little bit more and took on a little bit more, and I went full time working for you, and we did this and this and this, eventually, like, I could just take over and you could retire and we could have the whole thing. But at the time it was like, I was trying to build a life, you know, I was trying to get out of a little cabin, trying to get myself in a position where I owned a house. I had nice vehicles. I had shit that my kids, you know, could enjoy and whatever. But you look back on those and go, you know, if you would have just did it and buckled down a little bit, you might have been all right.
Yeah.
Same with my roofing company. You know, I still own it. I still do roofs now and again, but there was a time there where I was getting to the point where it was like I was calculating what I needed to make the jump. And realistically, I just needed to line up like 3 or 4 back to back to back, and it was go time.
Yeah.
But it was like right at COVID.
Oh, yeah.
And it was right when like you couldn't pay somebody $100 an hour to come help you on a Saturday. You know what I mean? And at the time, the only time I had to do those was on a Saturday, Sunday, Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday. And I got fucked too many of them in a row where it was like, let's do this small roof. It'll take us a Saturday. I have guys lined up. Me and brother, cousin show up and nobody else is there. Now, instead of a Saturday 6-hour job, it's me and him, 3 days. Got to take Monday off of work to get it fucking done. I make zero money.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
And it's especially hard right now with the way that the economy is and everything. Everything's so expensive. It's very hard to jump into something that you really want to do that could eventually pay out for you, but you don't know that for sure. But
you know,
you got to have that fucking,
they say
that job and everything.
Normally the people that make it aren't the ones that have something and take a risk. Normally it's the ones that have nothing.
Yeah.
They have nowhere else to go. They take the chance, you know?
But I mean, yeah, that's almost easier because what else are you going to do, you know?
Dude, perfect example. Have you ever listened to Tom Segura talk about like his days coming up in comedy?
No.
Holy fuck. I mean, there was a point where he had nothing. He was living in a car. Skipping comedy club to comedy club, doing whatever. When you're at that point in your life, you're following a dream and you have nothing, you up and go for one gig going, this could be the one that's going to do it.
Yeah.
And when it does, there you
does.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. You know, them life choices, dude, are so hard because the thing I think about the most, I don't know if a lot of people think about this shit, right? So the last couple of years, I started like really slow down and look at my life where I'm at, right? Because I think like most guys, right? Most guys feel this internal pressure on themselves. Fathers, adult men that are trying to build a family, whatever. You feel this internal pressure that I think most of us put on ourselves. And it stems from, I'm not far enough. You look at guys around you, or you look at families that are in your local, like your hometown that you know, and you see these other people and you're like, I'm not far enough. I haven't gotten where I want to be. I'm not at their level. And you start like breaking down what you're doing and you're like, fuck, I'm failing. Every time I turn around, I'm failing at what I'm doing because I'm not where I want to be. But you don't take enough time to stop and realize, like, at 30 years old, you're young, dude. You have all the time in the world. As long as you don't do something stupid and die young, or, get, knocked down by lightning, or get a fucking terminal illness or something. Mm-hmm. If everything plays out the way it's supposed to, you have all the time in the world. As a young 30-year-old male, I mean, I'm 31, but like early 30s, you have so much time to get to where you want to be, but you don't realize it because you've only lived 30 years. You think you feel like you're getting old, but you don't realize that like you have so much fucking time. And I'm in that point in my life right now where I'm like, take a deep breath, dude. Calm down. Everything you got right now is miles ahead of what was ever probably expected of you. You're doing good. Enjoy what you got. Embrace what you got and what you've done. And slowly start building on what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think like there's so many guys out there. If you're listening to this, I hope you're fucking connecting with me right now, because this is hard shit. Like being a man in this day and age where there's so much shit expected and everybody thinks that they're on the same level as you. People talk about like mental health and men speaking up about it and being at this point where you can have conversations and this. At the end of the day, like most men don't want to talk about mental health. They want to get back to what it is they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. The same thing that's fucking them up. And it's a hard fucking road to fight. I mean, we're getting deep here, but
it's a vicious cycle.
It is. It's a never ending cycle. Mm-hmm. You feel great because you buy a new truck and it's a nice truck. And you can feel proud about driving around town in this truck and taking your family places. But then the very next fucking day, you walk outside, look at that truck, and you go, fuck, how am I going to pay for that motherfucker?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you make these strides, but you're constantly killing yourself inside about how are you going to make it happen. And then all of a sudden, I feel like I'm going to get to 65 and all of a sudden just go, yeah, I did pretty good. And just be like chill about it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm done. Did it. This is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Good. Good job, buddy.
You did things.
Pat on the back. And for 35 fucking years, I'm fretting my fucking ass off thinking one wrong move, I'm going to lose everything.
Yep.
You know? I don't know. I got a little deep there. I'm sorry for those of you that are like, fucking kick this podcast. But, you know, it's a real thing. You know, guys have an internal fucking demon that is designed by themselves that fights themselves on fucking everything, anything and everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's check in on your boys sometimes.
Check your boys.
Sometimes that inner demon fucking, sometimes that inner demon gets at you pretty hard and you feel like you're at the end. But if you step back a second, look at it, you're like, oh, fuck you, dude, you're fine. You're doing just fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And with that, that brings us to the end of the episode.
What? End of the episode. We just got started.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay, well, I rambled way too long.
You were ranting and raving for a while, so
I'm
that time
sorry.
fucking blows by, you know.
You know what? That's a good topic though to talk about because there's so many guys out there that feel that way.
Oh yeah.
And it's nice for everybody to understand that it's not just you. It's everybody. It's me. It's Brandon. It's the guy down the road that has everything that you don't. We're all playing the same game on a different level.
Yeah. It's probably part of the medical reasons I've had is all the fucking shit piling up.
Yeah.
Just getting to the beat
You
too much.
feel like you're so fucking stressed, but if you take a second to just step back from it all, you end up realizing that, you know what? I'm doing pretty good. I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's the hardest thing that people need to realize. So
Yeah. And it's hard.
If you feel like that, if you feel like you're fucking smothered, you're not getting anywhere, you're not where you thought you'd be at 30 when you set goals at 20, and you're having a hard time with it, hey, send us a fucking email. We will definitely listen. We'll definitely talk to you. We'll definitely give you the time of day that you need to feel like somebody gives a shit
Oh yeah.
about your problems. Because, you know, the best thing in the world is somebody just listening and going, yep, I get it, man. Or woman.
KLYB at KLYBstudios.com. Hit us up.
Send us that email. If you feel that way, fucking hit us up. I will gladly spend my fucking free time listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to listen to me a little bit too, but we'll definitely figure it out together because we love you.
Yeah, we do love you.
And on that note, fuck you.
Well, fuck you too.
KLYB. I'm chasing her butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and wear their Wrangler. Fuck me in the butthole. Take two. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts.
All right, dude.
Pull chocks.
Pull shots.